Good evening, everybody. It's 2:30 in the afternoon here in New York and 7:30 in Ireland or England or wherever you are. And a warm welcome to this, my first time of doing Meditation Online Ireland in 2017. So, for the new people here, what is meditation? If you Google it, you'll find 100 ways of doing it. If you look it up in a dictionary, for example, the Oxford English Dictionary, it'll tell you that it's a way of thinking. Now, it certainly can be that. I could say to my wife, I was just meditating on what somebody said to me yesterday, and this is what I think. It's a perfectly legitimate use of the word. But the form of meditation I want to show you today is the opposite of that. It's a meditation that involves a state that's called thoughtless awareness. It has a name in Sanskrit because it's that old. It's called Nirvichara Samadhi. It's actually a higher state of consciousness. There were considered 3 states of consciousness for normal people: waking, sleeping, and dreaming. And this state, this nirvichara, is called Turiya, which means the 4th state. So where does this all come from? From what I've said, you can gather that it's actually very ancient. And it all depends on your desire. This is something nobody can force upon you. And the lady whose photograph you see, her name was Srimataji Nirmala Devi. She was a most extraordinary personality. For many years, she was the wife of the Secretary General of the International Maritime Organization in London, a man who was knighted by the Queen of England, but being an Indian diplomat, it wasn't one of those knighthoods where you call yourself sir. But back to the meditation. Let's go straight in to what it is. So I would request that you sit comfortably. If you're sitting on a chair, put your feet slightly apart. Take your shoes off if you're at home so your feet are in contact with the ground. Keep your back straight. Open the palms of your hand on your lap so the palms of both hands are pointing upwards. And you can do this with your eyes open or closed if you wish. It's up to you. So let's close our eyes and put our right hand on our heart. And here we silently ask the question, am I the Spirit? About 3 times. Am I the Spirit? Then bring your right hand down till it's at the top of your stomach. And here, ask the question, am I my own guru? Guru means teacher. You can use the words master or mistress as you wish. Doesn't make any difference. Am I my own guru? Now let your right hand come down again until it's at the bottom of your torso on the left side of your body. And hold this place quite firmly. Here's a hypothesis. This is the seat of all spiritual knowledge. It's inbuilt. And what we're doing today is to connect to it. So say about 6 times, please let me have the pure knowledge. What we're asking for is knowledge like wisdom and innocence, compassion, intuition, all the qualities that we recognize in others, but we really have no idea how to measure or even much to develop other than through life experience. But here it is, and we're asking for it. Take your right hand and bring it up again, back under the rib cage. And this time say 10 times, please let me be my own guru. The idea is that we are asking for self-mastery. Please let me be my own guru. Now take your right hand and put it back on the heart. Now in the heart resides the spirit. And if you look around you, most people are controlled by their egos and their superegos, their opinions and their conditionings. And both are unreal. So here say about 12 times, I am the Spirit. I am the Spirit. Here we're saying, I am not this body, I am not this mind, this intelligence, this ego or superego. If you strip away everything that I am, what's left is spirit. And spirit is the eternal self. I am the spirit. Now take your right hand and put it where the neck joins the shoulder. On the left side, turn your head a wee bit to the right. And here say about 16 times, I am not guilty. Or if you prefer, you might say, I do not condemn myself. We've all made mistakes, and if we can correct them, we should. Invariably, however, many times it's not possible, so we just have to forgive ourselves and move on. I am not guilty. As we become the Spirit is never guilty. I am not guilty. Take your right hand and put it flat across your forehead. And let your head fall forward a wee bit into the palm. And here, without thinking of anybody, just say a couple of times, I forgive everyone in general, including myself. I forgive everyone in general, including myself. And at this stage, don't worry if you don't entirely mean it. Just say the words. The reason that we forgive is this. A, we're just sitting in a chair doing nothing. B, by forgiving, we break the bonds that exist between us and those who did us wrong. I forgive everyone and I forgive myself. And then take your right hand and put it on the back of your head. Let your head fall back into the palm and say again a couple of times, if I've made any mistakes against my spirit, knowingly or unknowingly, please forgive me. Then stretch out the palm of your right hand and put it in the crown of your head, palm down. And press down quite firmly. Rotate the skin on the top of your head about 12 times in a clockwise direction. Sorry, 7 times. And each time say, if you're absolutely new, please let me have my self-realization. Or you might say, please let me have the state of pure meditation. If you've been doing this for a while, you can say, please establish my self-realization. And when you've finished, just raise your right hand up off the top of your head, and somewhere between maybe 10 centimeters and 30, somewhere in between, you'll feel this little breeze on the palm of your hand. When you're at the space where you can feel it most strongly, hold your focus here, bring your hand back on your lap. So now you've got both hands open on your lap, palm upwards. Just keep your focus where your hand was. And just sit with your focus there for a couple of minutes. So let's just close our eyes. Sorry, open our eyes. I just got a message from somebody saying they can't hear. So if we just slowly open our eyes and try an experiment. If you lift both hands off your lap while keeping your attention at the top of your head, without effort, because the nature of this meditation is spontaneous, just simply be aware if both hands feel about the same, or is one hand hotter or heavier than the other. And also, do you feel any tingling on your fingertips? I can feel here from 3,000 miles away that there's tingling on my right thumb and on my two pinkies. See what you feel. So, I'm hoping that you feel in a better state now than when you first came on. And if you'd like to learn more and practice this meditation at home, please take a look on Meditation Online Ireland, and under Files, you'll see files which show you how to meditate at home. Give it a shot. At the same time, there are meditations from past weeks there that you can follow. That's a really good way to get started. And if you're living in Ireland, we have 4 meetings every week. One's in Dublin, one's in Belfast, one's in Athlone, and the final one's in Waterford. So if you live near those, you might go along. They're always free, by the way, and give it a shot. If you live somewhere else and you'd like to meet other people who do this meditation, because it works better collectively, please just drop me a note. My name is Alan Wherry on Facebook, and I'll try to help you. Catriona, for example, was saying that there's a tingling at the 6th chakra point between her eyes. Okay, well, I'll try to explain what that means. So we'll just close off now. Thank you for coming on. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I have. And we'll be here at the same time next week. Bye-bye.